The eastern end of Bhutan doesn't easily allow outsiders to enter. When I finally made it through the alpine gorges and got there, what I found were vast meadows that had not been touched by foreign hands, as well as kind, pure-hearted people who resemble the natural environment. My second destination is to the life-filled wilderness of Bhutan. I'm off to see endangered golden langurs, as well as yaks, which are great blessings for arduous alpine life at 4,000 meters above sea level. I go now to meet the wild's pure form of life. It's a big world, and there are many places to visit. But there is one place you can't freely go to even if you have all the time and money in the world. Bhutan has high standards and limits the number of tourists to 10,000 per year. First, I head for the southern region of Zenga. This is my fourth day in Bhutan, and I'm traveling to the south, but the land still seems as close to the heavens as ever. One thing that has changed is that I've gotten accustomed to the bumpy roads. The journey to Zenga is a series of steep cliffs and narrow mountainous roads that can barely allow a single car to pass. The landscape bears little trace of development. At the end of this road is Zenga, which is located in a nature reserve, designated by the Bhutanese government, and any development or harm is prohibited. You can easily see rare birds and animals anywhere along the forests and roads. There are some strange-looking animals hanging along the cliff over there. Let's take a closer look.
지금 길가에 원숭이 4마리가 저 바위에 붙어 있어요. 5마리구나. 우와, 황금빛깔입니다. 오, 오.
The golden creatures fly freely from one tree to another, keeping balance with their long tails. They're quite different from the monkeys that we often see in zoos or books. Their fur has a brilliant creamy golden hue, for which they are named 2.Golden Langurs. They are endangered species, and only about 1,000 creatures are left in the world.
And this area, usually we can see this golden langur.
They only inhabit limited areas, and their largest habitat is no other than Zenga. They thrive in Bhutan. They are herbivores that mostly live off of young leaves and tend to be mild and gentle. That's why they are said to most closely resemble the peaceful Bhutanese people. The monkeys that were resting on trees suddenly relocate to the cliffs, and they start licking or eating something.
From this rock we used to find salt.
What?
Salt. There is a white one in this rock. So they come here to eat that one. We usually call salt.
Salt.
Yes, salt.
암석, 지금 이 흙 사이에 암염 같은 게 있나 봐요. 그러니까 소금이라는 게 꼭 바다에 있는 것만은 아니잖아요. 이 바위 사이에 혹은 흙 사이에 있는 그 미세한 그 소금 덩어리 같은 걸 찾아서 그거를 먹기 위해서 이렇게 모여든다고 하네요.
It's a peaceful meal. I wonder if it isn't too salty because some of them are eating them in chunks. Does the salt on these cliffs taste different? Nope. Salt is just salt.
짭짤합니다. 이 짭짤한 맛 때문에 아마 원숭이들이 와서 이걸 빨고 있었던 것 같아요. 어떻게 여기 있는 걸 알아가지고.
The reason golden langurs eat salt is less for the taste and more for supplementing the minerals that they need to stay alive. But now that I notice, it seems there is a special place that they frequent. We decide to film them more closely. Lo and behold, not 10 minutes has passed, and one appears. They are two, including the baby. The mother, who has discovered the camera, is on her guard for a bit, but soon ignores it for the salt. The others are also wary in the change in their environment. They leave the spot. I can see why they thrive in Bhutan, despite being nearly extinct everywhere else. It is said that Bhutanese people don't even catch the trout that jump about in the brook in front of their house. This is how they have preserved nature. Animals are happiest when left in their natural state. If there is Zenga in the south, there is Trongsa in the central region. Of the 20 districts, Trongsa is located in the center of Bhutan and has been an important political and economic hub for the country since long ago. The first people I encounter are some children.
Your bag is open. Your bag is open. I'll help you.
The children open up to us over this small incident and ask us for a favor.
텔레비전. 찍어줄게.
The children say they have taken pictures, but this is the first time to be filmed on video. She offers various poses, even showing off her missing front teeth. The siblings must be grateful. They want to show us something. I guess something interesting is in the forest.
오케이. 저기 이파리를 먹고 있어요.
Thanks to the children, I get another chance to see monkeys. However, the color of the monkeys is completely different from the ones that I saw in Zenga.
이 숲 안쪽에 갈색 원숭이가 그냥 가득합니다.
It's not just a couple of monkeys. It seems that they enter their homes as well as the forests and streets.
Have you ever seen monkeys in this village?
Yeah, there are lots of monkeys.
Really?
They destroy everything. They destroy our clothes, which we dry outside. Then they even enter inside our room, makes everything messy. That's it. And we can't even kill them because we being Buddhists, we can't kill them. It's a respect. Thank you.
The wild monkeys turn up so often that they are considered pests. The monkeys show up even more frequently at this temple, which overlooks the village. Even from afar, I can see that they come and go as they please. Why do the monkeys that should be in the wild keep visiting the temple? I am curious why and decide to have a look inside the temple. Dazong, which means it is a fortified temple, is a unique organization that is in charge not only of religion, but also other various roles in Bhutan.
여기는 홍사종인데요. 종은 우리로 치면은 그 행정관청과 불교 사찰 그리고 법원을 역할을 하는 그런 관청이 같이 있는 건물인데요. 요새같이 생겼습니다. 그래서 밖에서 봐도 이제 성체처럼 생겼고 내부에서도 이렇게 만약에 공격을 받으면 방어를 할 수 있게 이렇게 총알이 나 있어요.
A military facility inside a religious one. This is definitely unique.
2중, 3중에 이제 문을 통과해야 내부로 들어갈 수 있고요.
As I pass the entryway and enter the Dazong, I am overwhelmed by the unexpected size and amazing architecture of the Dazong. It's more like a work of art rather than an architectural structure. It's also a fortress built for defense purposes, and the highest place also has a high wall made for it. There is a Dazong in each district's capital in all of Bhutan. The building itself is a fortress, and the interior is divided into two sections, political and religious.
마치 미로처럼 상당히 복잡한 구조로 되어 있습니다. 아마 요새로서 지어진 거라 이렇게 복합적으로 단을 엄청 이렇게 복합적으로 해서 복잡하게 만든 것 같아요.
This is the administration center, which is in charge of the local community. In Bhutan, it is mandatory to wear traditional gyo, or kira, when entering a governmental office. This is to maintain their unique identity and pride.
여기는 한국식으로 하면 이제 재무과고요. 그리고 이쪽에는 그 지적과가 있네요. 이렇게 행정관청 사무실들이 한 곳에 종에 같이 들어와 있습니다.
Trongsa Dazong, which was built in 1648, used to be a small temple. However, the temple, built for meditative and training purposes, attracted many Buddhists and monks and grew to its present size. This is why many large and small ceremonies are held at Trongsa Dazong. There is a ceremony today too.
Oh, this is for ceremony.
세레모니.
Ceremony.
The ceremony just ended, and one of the monks takes the offering that was used to the Dazong wall. It's an intricate sculpture of a lotus flower. The monks create the offerings for the ceremonies themselves.
It's a candle.
No, no, it's the butter.
Ah,
This one is
butter.
butter, yes.
Why do you put the butter on?
Mga kachibilong mo.
Ni ngaci 신수다ban bedo gakme judellela.
Mm.
Ani dunin.
제이용 이 음식물의 모양을 보존하기 위해서 위에다가 이렇게 버터를 바른답니다. 그래서 이 연꽃 모양들도 다 버터로 만든 거고요. 이 떡의 모양도 이 버터를 발라서 유지를 하고요. 저는 처음에 이걸 촌농이라고 생각을 했는데 버터네요 보니까.
I'm curious what it tastes like. So the monk tears a piece off for me.
이거는 그 밀을 바로 빻아서 만든 물로 반죽해서 만든 건데요. 표백을 하지 않아서 이렇게 약간 누르스름하지만 고소한 맛이 입안을 이렇게 쫙 감돕니다. 약간 뭐랄까요, 미숫가루를 물에 반죽해서 먹는 그런 맛도 나고.
Once all of the wooden decorations are removed, the monk suddenly throws the offering off the side of the wall. Moments later, the brown monkeys that I saw earlier in the village appear. This little guy knows there are lots to eat at the Dizon. The monkeys gather one after another. They are considered to be sly animals, but in Buddhist scripture and fables, they are depicted as wise and clever. The reason the monks share the ceremonial offerings with the monkeys is also derived from such fables.
여기는 사람과 원숭이가 일정한 그 거리를 두면서 공존하는 그런 상황입니다.
Buddhist teachings say you must let go of greed and stubbornness in order to reach the truth. These monks practice the life of nirvana by embracing even the smallest of creatures. Leaving Trongsa, which has taught me the wisdom of coexistence, I am now going to the highest point in my Bhutanese trip to see Yak at Ura, which is 4,100 meters above sea level. I must travel some winding paths around several mountains to reach Ura. I've never had such a bumpy ride. A while into the ride, I come upon a waterfall that captivates my eyes and ears.
와, 여기는 뭐 국립공원이나 이런 곳이 아니라 그냥 국도변이에요. 그런데 저렇게 한 100m 정도 높이가 되는 폭포가 그냥 떨어집니다. 그만큼 아마 이 도로가 상당히 깊은 계곡에 있고 이 산이 그만큼 가파르다는 증거일 거예요.
The quantity and speed of the waterfall is immense. It makes a fierce spray as it drops from the alpine gorges. While I am mesmerized by the waterfall, the night grows deeper. Driving at night in the mountains is especially dangerous in Bhutan, so we decide to spend the night in a nearby village. The next morning, finally we arrive in Ura, where clouds float by at eye level. However, we still have another 1,000 meters up to go to reach our destination. I'm here to meet the alpine people who raise yaks in the mountains. I'm led by Hawang, the village foreman, to find the yak. It isn't easy to climb alpine regions for someone who is acclimated to flatlands. Each step I take knocks the wind out of me.
지금 야크를 만나겠다고 지금 올라가는 길인데요. 얼마나 높이 사는지 지금 거의 45도 각도의 산을 그냥 직선으로 오르고 있어요. 근데 아직 야크 울음소리도 안 들리고 눈엔 보이지도 않고 좋다. 풍경은 참 좋다.
The altitude is high, but a gentle plain unfolds before me. Why do yaks leave this nice place to live up in the mountains?
Because if they bring down the hot place, they will dry. Because all the times always they are hot, blood. So if 1 month early we bring to lower altitude, then they get like diseases, kidneys disease.
Oh yes.
Because they drink the low water, like this pond, stream pond and all that. Then they get disease. So that's why.
The yaks suffer from low altitudes when they come down, which is why the people of Ura live only in the alpine regions. I regain my strength and walk on in anticipation of seeing them. We have been hiking for 4 hours. Finally, we enter the 4,000-meter point near the summit.
와, 야크가 있다. 와, 야.
All of the 80 yaks are fattening up on the grassy highland. This is the first time in my life to see yaks in person.
머리 모양은 소를 닮았는데 이 털이나 꼬리는 마치 그 긴 망토를 입은 것 같아요. 야, 해발 4,000m 넘는 곳에 이렇게 퍼밀약.
They are strong animals that bear the cold well and plow through snow. They are useful livestock that have been a big help to the alpine people along the Himalayas since long ago. This must be the owner of these yaks, and his most prized possession is none other than the black yaks.
워낙에 저 수 야크는 성질이 사나워서 그냥 뿔로 들이박아 버린대요. 이게 지금 주인 아저씨도 한 10m 이상 지금 떨어져 있습니다.
I've been keeping my distance and restraining myself from getting any closer when suddenly a baby yak starts charging. They are quite wild because they are left to graze freely instead of being fenced in. For some reason, the village leader and the elderly man keep following the yak around. All I can hear is the sound of whistling.
지금 야크 힘이 너무 세서 정지하지 않고 계속 약간 움직이면서 달래면서 휘파람으로 혹은 긁으면서 달래면서 이 야크 털을 지금 자르고 있는데요. 야크는 계속 그래도 지금 풀을 뜯고 있어요.
As carefully as I can, I also try cutting off some fur, making sure the yak doesn't notice. You can't let your guard down until the rope has been removed from the horns, because you never know when it will charge at you. Thankfully, the yak doesn't notice.
닝그록, 5 years old. 야, 5살밖에 안 됐다는데 덩치가 지금 산만합니다.
The old man uses a special technique to handle the big fierce yaks.
와. 와. 야. 와.
노래이 고르던 것이.
나라 그러다 나라 룩선 동아메시에 치르다 들어봤다고 동아메시면 까르
It isn't as easy as I thought. I give it another try to restore my honor. But no success.
아, 안 되는데 쉽지 않은데요? 이게 여기 이렇게 쳐서 소리를 내는 거예요? 와, 여기.
This small cabin in the prairie is where the man lives with his daughter.
와, what's this?
This is for carrying the
Carrying
any
tools.
tools. You put up this one, then you will have to say it's like
Yeah. So
catching. This
it
all
is
from
made by yak wool.
Yes, yes.
아, 오케이.
all yak product. 낙타총.
이건 야크를 이용해서 짐을 운반할 때 그 등에 올리는 그 도구인데요. 이 밧줄 또 다 야크 털로 만든 겁니다. 와.
The old man has but a few household possessions since he gets fur, leather, and milk from the yaks. This is because having many things is troublesome for a nomadic lifestyle that requires him to move away from the heat to cooler places.
Real fresh
It is real fresh.
yak milk.
Yak.
렌칠라.
Medicine.
medicine.
Yes.
와, 좀 비릴 거라고 생각했는데 전혀 그렇지 않고
Please put this one. Very tasty.
고소하고 향긋한 맛이 있어요. 그 향긋한 맛은 뭐라고 해야 될까? 꽃향기 같은 게 살짝 돌면서 상당히 고소합니다. 뭐 비린 맛이 있을 거라고 이렇게 상상했는데 전혀 그렇지 않은데요. 와.
After the yak milk, the man's daughter prepares some yak butter. The first has been eaten a bit. There's no need, but she offers new butter made that morning.
Okay, butter.
아, 밥에다가 버터를 같이 드세요? You guys are eating rice with the butter?
Yes, because we are grown up with this butter.
Ah, really?
They have an interesting way of washing their hands before eating. Water is scarce, so they use rice instead.
쌀로다가 이렇게 밥으로 손을 씻어요. 저는 아까 야크를 만져서 이 밥 먹기 전에 손을 어떻게 씻어야 되나 지금 고민을 했는데 이 밥으로 그냥 손을 씻으시네요, 다들. 와.
Now all we have to do is eat.
Butter and salt and rice. 와.
The ingredients as well as eating methods are very simple. Could there be a more optimized lifestyle for this environment that lacks so many things? Food and firewood, to say the least. Frankly, I hadn't expected much, but this is a nice surprise.
밥 위에다가 버터 큰 거 한 덩이를 올려주실 때 사실은 깜짝 놀랐어요. 이거 이렇게 먹어도 되나? 근데 막상 먹어보니까
또
아, 가린첼라. 막상 먹어보니까 되게 고소하고 싱배. 괜찮은데요? 버터랑 소금이랑 지금 이제 밥하고 이렇게 같이 먹으니까.
I am moved once again by their wisdom of changing scarcity into abundance. That afternoon, father and daughter struggle with the yaks. The yaks are busy running away. This one is docile, and his daughter quickly grabs the opportunity to rope it in. They lured the yak with salt. They have to feed the yak salt once a month.
Because
띄우들면서
yak-
가점 열기.
Okay, okay.
가점 열라.
Okay.
Mouth will
가점 열가 이블고.
Oh.
띄우면 선에 띄워.
사잡는 띄우명 무지야.
사비나 띄우면
some of it.
사무빈이야.
The salt makes the yak's chin stronger, but it also keeps them from running away once they get hooked on the taste. The man is making string with the yak hair that he cut earlier. In no time, he attaches it to a hat and shows off his nifty hat to the camera. But then the man hangs the yak fur raincoat on me and suddenly takes off the hat. He wants to give it to me as a souvenir.
가린첼라. 머리가 너무 커요 제가. 가린첼라. 와 여기 이제 날씨가 시시각각 변하니까 이런 또 우비가 되는 이 뭐 도포라고 해야 될까요? 뭐라고 해야 될까요? 이 우비를 이렇게 입고서 우리가 모자를 쓰고서 이제 야크를 보러 나가셨다고 합니다. 응아기 자림두.
자른두. 자른두.
응아기 자림두.
Black yaks romp about the vast natural ranch that sits 4,000 meters above sea level, as if they have it all to themselves. Yaks are to the elderly man what camels are to those in the desert. I am very jealous of this warm pastoral friendship.
가린첼라. 가린첼라. 예. 가린첼라. 부상보. 다시 들래. 예.
The reason I yearn for a simple life, even while living a privileged one, is probably because I have too much greed.